Get ready for the tip off. We'll take that W and hand you a loss. Break your ankles on the cross. On God, I'm that raw. Off the bounce, leave you on the first step. It might be a long night for you without some double team help. Or the whistle from the ref. I'm from the school of hard knocks. Watch how I hit them with a shimmy when I get them on the block. We talking nothing but hoops. The floor general and it's true. Spot up in the corner, man, you know I'm gon' shoot. Or slam like an alpha. I'm beastin' like a boss named Hefe. Trapping on the baseline, you escape no way. A baller like Kobe wearing 24 and y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hey, with Mr. Slam and Alpha Dog 2 and Pure Wage with the best sports book too. If you wanna show support, give us a view. Call this an NBA jam. If you a super fan, hit the bell is what you do. Be off the bounce. Check up. Level off the bounce. Let's get it.
He's on fire.
Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to Off the Bounce. Happy Monday, guys. I am your host, Slam the Bookie. These are my co-hosts, Alpha Dog Bets and Hefe Picks. How you doing today, guys?
Boys, coming in off a big NBA day yesterday, we have a massive NBA slate to go over tonight. A lot of edges I think we already talked about that we're going to give the people today. Excited to dive into it. Hefe, how we doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Tonight is probably the last night for the rest of the week that the NBA will have the headlines with the playing game and NITs the next 2 days. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we get into the tournament finally. But tonight belongs to the NBA. And like this said or did say, shout out to Pure Wage for making this thing happen. The best, the GOAT in the business. If you don't know about them, make sure you go find out about them.
Yeah, like Hefe said, man, all we have today, boys, is the NBA. So let's jump right into it, man.
Don't disrespect the Senators and the Coyotes like that. He's
so rude. Right though.
It's so rude. It's just so rude. Senators, Coyotes, big game, big game for Canada tonight. Big one.
All right, guys, let's jump right into the early game. We got a lot of games to go over today. So Clippers versus the Cavs. The line is sitting at -7 for the Cavs. Total is sitting at 213, guys. We have a lot of injuries for this. Alpha, injury reports there.
Yes. Reggie Jackson, starting point guard for the Clippers, is out, as well as Marcus Morris. So they're missing two of their biggest offensive weapons tonight. Robert Covington still out for them as well. Norm Powell is still out as well. Flipping to the other side, pretty healthy for Cleveland tonight. Karis LeVert's the only one with the questionable designation as of now. So we should see a pretty healthy team. We all know Jared Allen's still out, so not going to be talking about him. But Cavs getting 7, and we have a really weakened Clippers team tonight. Hefe, what's that telling you? What are you thinking?
Listen, guys, the Cavs aren't the Cavs that we were all excited about earlier, and you get why. Jared Allen
got exposed.
They got exposed, and Jared Allen is such a just terrible loss for them. I still like what they have as a team. I still believe in Garland. I still love the potential in LeVert, and I love Evan Mobley, my rookie of the year. I'm going to go with the Cavs here. The Cavs actually, even though they've been very up and down, are still the third best against spread home team in the league. 18-12, 60% cover rate. They got a -7 today. I think they're going to take care of business without without some of the main guys in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson is the Clippers MVP on and off the court. Without them, they drastically change as a team. Give me the Cavs -7.
Hey, I agree with you 100%.
Hey, Hefe, we got a question in the chat.
Talk to me.
First half Cavs, you like them or no?
Cavs are one of actually the best first quarter teams in the league. They get out fast. I don't know about first half. I'd have to look into that. And it's tough with the Clippers because I don't know who's going to be their guy today. I would lean towards full game here. I think as the game gets longer and the Clippers are on a much shorter rotation basis, their bench players are going to have to play more. All the players are going to have to take more minutes. I think as the game gets longer, the Cavs can open this game up. I would stay away from first quarter, first half, and take them on the full game.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you guys, too. I'm with the Cavs in this spot. I think it's such a Cavs screamer just because of the matchup issues the Clippers are going to have tonight. They are so decimated at the point guard position. They're going to have to move some guys around to get play, to get ball guys to bring the ball up. Like Luke Kennard is going to be the ball handler for some of this game, and that's just not where he's best utilized. He's a catch-and-shoot guy. He's going to hit it down. So a lot of their guys are going to have to play a different style tonight without Morris and without Jackson. So I think the Cavs, they're a smart team, and they'll be able to take advantage of this. So give me the Cavs -7. One of my favorite plays tonight. Slam, are you with us or against us?
I don't have a side in this one, but I do like the under. Clippers are, 8-0 in the last 8 road games, guys, to the under. They're on a back-to-back yesterday. Good win for them against the Pistons. They came back and won that game and covered. So they're on a back-to-back, so you can probably sense that there might be some fatigue, some regression on offense. And past 2 games for the Clippers have gone to the under. Cavs are at home. They play better on defense. They play better on defense at home. And they need to get up. They need to get up for this game and get a win. So I expect this to be a defensive game, in my opinion.
I like it. I like it. Let's keep it rolling.
Boys. Let's keep it rolling here. Game number 2, Nuggets versus the Sixers. The line is sitting at -3. Alpha, any injury reports?
Yeah, guys, we're waiting on the news of Aaron Gordon, which is going to be a pretty big factor in this one. He's going to be an important role player, especially with Embiid down low on the other size that Philly has. And he's the only one we're really waiting on, guys. We have a pretty healthy lineup between both of these teams. Obviously, no Porter Jr., no Jamal Murray, but those are the only names I am seeing on the list tonight. Zeke Naji is questionable, but he did go through shoot-around this morning. We may see him go. Slam, let's start with you. What do you like in this matchup?
This one's a tough one, man. I don't know, man. I don't have a for sure official play, but I like the under in the spot if I had to play it. Denver in this matchup head to head, they're 5-16 and 2 against the spread in the last 23 meetings here. The home teams are 5-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. And the under for Philly is 13-5. And I don't know. This one's tough. If I had to play, I'd play the under.
I like it. I like it. If you look at the public action quickly before Hefe goes, Slam, we're seeing 85% on the over, so it's a nice public fade. You're taking the under on that one. I do like that play.
Yeah, guys. I'm going to go with the Nuggets here, guys. Nuggets have lost 2 in a row, and I think you're getting that value. Right now it's at a +3. 76ers coming off in a back-to-back, an overtime game that they just squeezed out against the Magic. They're also not the greatest back-to-back against the spread team in the bottom half of the league. They're in the bottom 10 in the league against the spread playing at home, which they are tonight. This is obviously, forget about the spreads. This is the matchup between the 2 MVP, number 1 and number 2 MVP candidates, Jokic and Embiid. They're going to go at each other all night long. That's what the game is going to be about. That's where it's going to be won and lost for either side. I do think Jokic will get the best of him, and I know Embiid has a hell of a cast of characters around him, much better than Jokic has right now. But when Nikola Jokic is on the court, and I say this stat all the time, the Nuggets are the number 1 offensive and defensive efficiency team. He has the best WAR in the NBA. I know it's a baseball term, but for this, it's relevant. When he's off the court, the Nuggets are one of the worst teams in the league. When he's on the court, they are one of the most efficient.
I'm on the opposite side of you, my friend. I'm taking the Sixers in this matchup. I just think if you take a look at the rosters and the head-to-head matchups in this game, you have the Jokic and Embiid, which you can honestly put them very close. They're both the 2 front runners for MVP.
Yeah.
For me, you can wash it with that. Then you take a look at the rest of the roster. You take a look at guys like Harden, Maxey, Harris, going up against a team with Will Barton going against that, Monty Morris, and potentially no Aaron Gordon. If Gordon does go, he's still a little banged up. Give me Philly in this spot. I think they're being undervalued because their last couple of performances. But I think they get it right tonight. They are at home. Give me the Sixers by the 3. One of my favorite plays again tonight. I think they show why they're one of the best teams in the East tonight and take off the Nuggets are still injured. They don't have most of their guys, so Philly should take them out.
Sure. All right, boys. Let's move on to game number 3. Guys, if you are watching, please retweet, like, and comment. We are reading
good energy in the chat. A lot of good comments.
Yeah, Flash. Thanks, flashcards. Yeah. Absolutely. We see your comment there. The most classic definition of aggression on Embiid and Harden tonight. I disagree, but we will see it.
And Harden he's making your point. He's making your point.
Yeah. So never mind. I definitely agree with you then. Let's go Sixers.
All right, guys. Going into this game, Hornets versus OKC. Hefe, you want to introduce this one?
Woo! The Oklahoma City Thunder, the number 2 against spread team in the league, baby. Still number 2. They've let us down a little bit, but I love. Not yesterday. I love pain. I love hurt. Make me cry. I'm going with the Thunder. I don't need to give you the reasons why. I'm not trusting the Hornets at a -11.5. Thunder at home. I think the best. I'm going to make a statement right now. The best point guard in this game is going to wear a Thunder jersey. It's SGA.
I agree.
He's one of the best point guards in the league. He is showing out tonight. That I think he's a little I think the Thunder are shocked at how good he got so fast. I think he's overperforming to where they want to be as a team because they have all these draft picks that they were hoping to pair with SGA. Now SGA is already a perennial all-star. I'm going to take the Thunder tonight, plus 11.5. This is exactly where they cover. These are the games they cover.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm buying it up to the plus 12. The Hornets shouldn't be 12 points favorites over anybody right now, especially since the All-Star break and on the road. Give me OKC. They're going to get this one done. They could win this one outright. OKC gets disrespected all the time. I think the Hornets do get this one, but I think they win it around 5 to 6 point range, not all the way up to double digits into the 12-point range. So give me OKC. Slammy, what are you looking at?
I want to take a minute and talk about OKC real quick, man. I took them yesterday as a max. I think we all did. They were their line got steamed all the way to plus 15.5. The Grizzlies held a lead of like 18 plus the entire game, and then SGA came alive in the fourth.
That's what they do.
Pretty much got the cover for us and losing the game by 7, right? This team doesn't give up, guys. So, I mean, if they're down 20, they're still in the game, right? The back door is wide open. Go ahead.
I want to say two things. BBB, talk shit about SGA one more time, and you're getting a write-up.
Is he in here?
And number two, shout out my boy Joey in the chat, man. I appreciate you watching.
What's up, Joey? Good to see you, man.
But OKC on a back-to-back, laying another plus 11.5. I can't do it, boys. I don't know.
Flash Cash. I don't know if this is your first time watching, but it's your first time you're commenting this much quality content from you. He said Dogs went 6-2.
Love it, Flash. I love it. Love the energy, boys.
Yes, he said Dogs went 6-2 against the spread in the NBA yesterday. Yeah, Dogs always win on Sundays. It makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Except for the Lakers. I don't know what's up with that.
The Lakers don't win any day. That doesn't matter.
Chill. We'll get there.
Let's move on, boys. This is one of my favorite plays of the day here. T-Wolves versus the Spurs. Line is sitting at minus 3.5 here. Looks like minus 3.5. Total is sitting at 241.5. Murray looks to be playing this game. Alpha, who do you like in the spot?
First, let's take a look at the injury report, guys. It looks like Anthony Edwards will be back tonight. He's been upgraded from questionable to probable. There's no Vanderbilt in this contest for Minnesota, but Beverly is also on the questionable. Let's see. He did go through shoot-around this morning, light participant, so we could see him go. I am taking Minnesota on the money line here, guys. I'm parlaying it with a game we have later. So I'll go over the second leg on what I have, but I am taking the T-Wolves money line. I think they definitely win this game and take it over the Spurs. But Hefe, tell us why you love the Spurs and the DeJounte Murray show.
Because DeJounte Murray has proven to me every day why he is literally the next up and coming. He doesn't remind me of Russell Westbrook. He reminds me, for your old heads, of like a prime J Kid, like a Nets J Kid. Incredible, efficient, and elite basketball IQ. He makes very little mistakes. He plays at his own pace. He slows the game down, and he is an incredible ball handler. He has incredible ability to create his own shot. He's not going to be the guy who's going to drop 50. That's not him. But he can get you that 14, 11, and 10 line any day of the week. And for this version of the NBA that we're in right now, that makes him one of the most valuable players in the league. I love DeJounte Murray. I think the Wolves win, but the Spurs cover. And that's actually crazy because somebody just said that in the chat as I said that. So shout out to oh man, that's a long one. JST Cali Me Dave.
Just call me Dave, F.A. Just call me Dave, baby.
Just call me Dave, Dave. Because me and you are obviously on the same page. I think the Wolves win this money line. I think the Spurs cover. I'm gonna take them plus 3.5.
That's why, guys, that's why I took the money line for the first leg in my parlay here. This is what the Spurs do. They cover these back-ended games, but I'm more confident the Wolves get the win than the Spurs get a backdoor cover. So that's why I'm playing the money line in this spot. Slammy, sorry to interrupt you, buddy. What do you want?
All good, man. This one's one of my favorite plays here. I love the Spurs in this spot, man, plus the 3.5. I think they get the cover. Potentially could get an upset here. The T-Wolves on a little mini road trip, man. This is the last game. The line is definitely funky, right? It opened at 6, dropped all the way down to 3.5 there. This Spurs team has been up and down, up and down. They win one big game, they lose the next one, right? They lost against the Pacers there. But Murray's back in the lineup. No worries. They play better when he's in the lineup, guys. And I think it's a good spot for the Spurs here. I like them. Big public fade here. Total is pretty high. Probably staying away from that. But like the Spurs to get it done. Plus 3.5. One of my favorite plays, guys. And
BBB, to answer your question, if I was in a room with SGA and DeJounte Murray and the Knicks GM, the things that would happen in that room would not be, I don't want to say, because I would be
Supreme in the chat. Supreme in the chat says he thinks we can see the D-Lo show tonight. D-Lo has to do something, guys. I don't know if you saw his last performance. Let me pull up the exact stats here. I remember he had just an absolutely atrocious game. Hold on. It's like so bad that it's worth talking about because that's the problem I have with D'Angelo Russell. He shoots when he's off and doesn't stop shooting. Exactly. 3 of 13 and 1 of 7 from 3. He shoots teams out of the games at times. He needs to learn to pass the ball if he's off, but he needs a bounce back night. He had a bad game, and he usually does not have 2 horrible shooting games in a row. So I could definitely see a big bounce back from D'Lo tonight.
Sure. All right, moving on, guys. Bucks versus the Jazz. Line is sitting at minus 2.5 now. Bucks were favored.
I know why. I know why.
Total is sitting at 232.5. Alpha injury reports.
Yeah, so I think the line moved, guys, because after shoot-around this morning, Rudy Gobert, who has been questionable, did tell reporters that he will go tonight. So Rudy announced himself that he is going to play, and at that moment, the line then shot up. I am on the Jazz money line at minus 120. It keeps going up. It's looking like Bogdan Bogdanović is going to give it a go as well. He did not participate in shoot-around this morning, but I am reading he's going to give it an attempt, and the line is indicating that as well. The Bucks have not been a good team, and if Rudy is 100% going in this game, they will dominate the paint. Give me the Jazz. I think they get this one pretty easily on the money line at minus 120 is what I got it about 45 minutes ago, but not sure what it's exactly at now. Let me see if I can get an updated line. And Flash, I do see that he's game time decision, but I did watch the report this morning where he told reporters that he is going to give it a go and should be definitely in the lineup. So I think we will see him go.
I think
he's and the line's definitely indicating that as well. It's up to minus 130. So guys, it keeps going up, up, and up. If you like the Jazz, I would take it now before Rudy is officially active.
Bucks haven't been playing too good. 6-1 in their last 7 straight up isn't too good. Damn. Our definitions must be.
What's their cover though? What's the cover rate?
Boy, I don't need him to cover tonight. I need him to win.
Yeah, bro. It's like the line is like plus 2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Bucks plus 2. They are a championship pedigree team for a damn reason, and it's for these damn games with these matchups. They match up well with the Jazz. Brook Lopez actually is playing his first game of the season. I don't think he's gonna get a lot of minutes. That's really ancillary. But who's stopping Giannis? Who's stopping Giannis? Who is stopping him?
Rudy in the paint. Are you going to make Giannis just have a jump shooting game then? Because if he drives, he's going up against the best defensive center.
Giannis can easily embarrass Rudy Gobert.
Embarrass Rudy Gobert.
Yes. Bucks plus 2. Bucks plus 2.
Good.
Bucks plus 2.
Clock bet.
Slam, what do you got?
Clock bet.
Clock bet or no?
Sure. Clock bet.
Done. Money line. That's what I'm on. Guys, quick to the comments. I have a question, Mark. Where are you from? Because you're saying OTB is earlier than usual. Yesterday was daylight savings here, so we are an hour earlier because our clocks changed. So, Mark, you're not from the United States. Let us know where you're from.
Hey, Hefe. Jay Money said, fuck the Bucks.
UK. Awesome. That's why
ES1 J Money would never talk to me like that. We bond too much.
He literally said, fuck the Bucks, dude. I'm reading it.
Yeah, fuck the Bucks.
Oh, he also said Bucks can't defend a 3, which is true.
Little NFL breaking news, if I can break it. Teddy Bridgewater to the Dolphins.
Wow. Really? Don't get me going. We still have games, boys. Stay focused. We can announce Teddy B to the Dolphins, but we got to keep on track.
Yeah, I'm with Hefe in the spot, man. I think the value is on the Bucks now. I mean, if the line keeps moving, man, I would wait till game time. You could probably get a plus 3. At plus 3, I like the Bucks to cover. And get up in the spot, man. I think the line has moved way too much. But again, looking at head-to-head trends, the Bucks do not play well in Utah. I think they're 4-17 in Utah against the spread. Hefe, how do you feel about that, man?
How do you say this? Well, what's the slam thing to say? Quadruple revenge spot, I believe is what we call this.
So what would you call 18?
ESPN de Ocho.
All right, boys. Moving on to our last game, Hefe's favorite game of the night. I'm pretty sure he has a max play on this game. So if you're watching,
If you take the Lakers, you're such an idiot.
And heart our live stream right now, guys. Raptors versus the Lakers. Line is sitting at -5. Total is sitting at 225. Last game of road trip for the Toronto Raptors. Lakers are on a back-to-back. They got destroyed yesterday. I don't even want to talk about it. Hefe, who do you like in the spot, man?
Listen, man, Lakers are an embarrassment. 0-7 since the All-Star break when LeBron doesn't drop 50, 2-0 when he does, which is you can't make stats like that up. They're so embarrassing. You can just tell Russell Westbrook doesn't want to be there. Nobody wants to. They don't want Russell, and they know that they're both stuck with each other until the season is over. And I think they both just don't even want to make the playoffs, so they can just go all their separate ways. With that being said, this line makes absolutely no sense. The Raptors should be way more than 5-point favorites versus the Lakers. I don't care if the Raptors are on the last leg. I don't care if the Lakers are on a back-to-back.
Well, the
I know.
Raptors are banged up. They're banged
I
up.
know.
You want to do it.
I know.
Are you really going to take the Lakers, dude?
Bro, there's so many games on the board,
I
bro.
know I should take
Everybody
the
don't listen.
Raptors.
I see Jason in the chat. Jason in the chat goes Lakers. Hefe, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna go with the Lakers, guys. I'm not. This is not a best bet of mine.
You said max.
It's not. And I.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I think we'll actually see the Lakers win. Keep it close, and if they win, then I guess LeBron's dropping 50 because that's how it goes. But I see the. Yeah, I do think LeBron's playing.
He's true questionable. Reading right now, they may rest him now on back-to-backs because they're really not going all in for what's currently happening with that team. Are you going to let 83-year-old LeBron James get hurt on a back-to-back off a blowout? Is he definitely going to play tonight? Because the Raptors are pretty banged up. There may
I
not
would
be.
definitely wait
like,
close to the game.
Dude, it looks like Van Vliet may not go. No Flynn, no Anunoby. It seems like it could be a backup game.
And Toronto's been playing well.
I will say this: if Van Vliet is a game time decision, OG is also possibly not playing.
He's out. He's out.
OG's out. I'm sorry. I would wait till the final, but I'll tell you this: if there's no LeBron and those guys and FVV's not playing,
that's a different
Lakers. It's a Lakers play. It's a Lakers play.
Guys, I'm not going to take up anyone else.
It's a Lakers play.
Talk to you about the stupid Lakers. I am on the money line here on the Raptors, parlayed with the T-Wolves. You can get that at plus 140. Raptors money line, Timberwolves money line, plus 140. Hefe has given you guys Lakers every day for the last 74 months, and I think they've covered 3 times. Don't do it. Slam, what do you want?
Yeah, definitely not going to take the Lakers. I'm not going to take the Raptors. I don't have anything on this game. If I had to play it, I like the under in the spot. I think the Lakers will get up defensively and on the back-to-back. 225 is pretty high in my opinion. I know yesterday's game went way over. But again, I think the Lakers had a really bad first quarter. Or was it the first quarter or second quarter?
You think they did? They had a really bad every
I mean, they ended up
a really bad game this year.
Losing by like 20, right?
Guys, why do we continuously talk about this Lakers team? They've been free fades all year. They just keep
moving
guys, because I really refuse to believe that Russell Westbrook is going to go through this whole year being this bad. I want to just see him shine one time, just one time. Just give me one time. And this is a good spot for them. Like I said, this is not a best bet for me. I will wait till closer to tip. But if LeBron's out, this is going to shoot up to 7, 8 in that range.
Now.
And if you're not confident on the Raptors, wait. If you're confident on the Raptors, run.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. All right, boys. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Weed to LeBron. Best bets, boys. Let's dive right in. My first play is going to be the Cavs -7. My second best bet is the Cluck bet against Hefe that he screwed on. Give me the 76ers. And my third best bet is the Jazz money line. I'll give you guys the parlay as well. I already gave it out on the show. Raptors money line, T-Wolves money line. You get that at plus 140. Hefe, tell the people why you're on Lakers 37 times.
You're all over the place. Cluck bet is on the Bucks. Bucks +2 is my first.
I gave that in there too anyway. So it's in there. It's still in there.
Actually, before I give my best bets, I would be really remiss if I went through the whole show without acknowledging the fact that the New York Knicks have covered 5 straight against the spread. We're the greatest against spread team in the league. Fade us. We live outside in a box. We will circle the wagon. Circle the wagons.
That's right.
Sorry, I had to get the Knicks.
It's been a couple days.
It's been a couple days since I've been able to scream at somebody about the Knicks. 5 straight against spread coverage.
Hey, they covered for me yesterday.
I don't think we will ever lose a cover again. I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't think we'll ever lose a cover again. I'll go on record. Somebody call Stephen A. and get me on First Take. I will go on national television and say this. The Knicks may never lose a cover again. Ever. Evan Fournier, I hope you go back to France. And we go back to our best bets. Bucks +2, Cavs -7, and the Thunder +12.
Love it. Love having it.
Right.
Slammy.
Right, guys, I got 2 for you guys. Clippers, Cavs. I love the under on that spot. It's sitting at 213. And then Spurs +3.5. I gave it out earlier, but it is my max play today. And that's all for me, guys. 2 plays.
Love it. Shout out SJ Money in the chat saying, does this show have to end? Unfortunately, it does today. But you're going to get a lot of us the next couple
Love
of
you, J Money.
We will be here for all your basketball needs. CBB, NBA, we are always here, boys. Thanks for checking out the show today. Sponsored by the GOAT.
Big week, guys.
Get it, boys. Let's
Big
cash it in,
basketball.
guys. We'll see you back tomorrow. Peace.
Yes, it's Monday. It'll be tomorrow. Never know what day it is.